Detective Marcus Jenkins, a 15-year veteran of the Downtown Police Department with a reputation for community engagement, is enjoying his day off at the local park with his family. Across the playground, Officer Randall Scott, known throughout the precinct for his problematic views and aggressive tactics, confronts a 5-year-old African-American boy named Elijah who accidentally bumped into his leg while running after a ball. Despite the child's tears and confusion, Officer Scott begins berating the child, claiming he assaulted an officer, and proceeds to handcuff the terrified boy as shocked onlookers record the incident on their phones. Detective Jenkins, recognizing Officer Scott from his precinct, immediately intervenes with his trademark quick wit and authority. In a scene reminiscent of his undercover persona, Jenkins diffuses the situation with a mixture of humor and stern professionalism, convincing Scott to remove the handcuffs while simultaneously calming the distraught child and his arriving mother. The incident quickly goes viral online, with Jenkins being praised for his intervention, while serious questions are raised about Officer Scott's judgment and racial bias. The police department faces intense scrutiny and public backlash as the video spreads across social media and national news outlets. Detective Jenkins finds himself reluctantly thrust into the spotlight as both a department hero and potential whistleblower. Meanwhile, an internal investigation reveals Officer Scott has a history of complaints regarding racial profiling and excessive force that were largely ignored or minimized by department leadership. The police chief, under pressure from the mayor and community leaders, places Scott on administrative leave pending a full investigation. Detective Jenkins, drawing on his deep community connections, organizes a series of town halls bringing together police officers, community members, and local leaders to address systemic issues within the department. In a particularly moving moment, Jenkins arranges for Elijah and other neighborhood children to visit the police station for a positive experience, showing them the good that officers can do while acknowledging the harm that has been done. The detective's unorthodox but effective approach to community policing becomes a model for departments across the country. 6 months after the incident, Officer Scott faces a disciplinary hearing where evidence of his past misconduct is finally addressed. The department implements comprehensive reforms, including improved officer screening, mandatory bias training, and a civilian oversight committee with real authority. Detective Jenkins, having declined several promotions to remain close to the community he serves, continues his work while mentoring new officers. In the final scene, Jenkins visits Elijah's home, where the once traumatized boy now expresses interest in becoming a police officer like Detective Jenkins someday, not to gain power, but to protect people and make things right.